Listen up, y'all. Listen up, y'all. Listen up, listen up, listen up, listen up, listen up, listen up, listen up. Everybody listen up, come on. Keep it moving. Shot-town, here we go. Y'all ready? Yep. Baseline. For me to flex. Come on. AP about to come correct for these real OGs giving mad respect. That's right. Here we go, about to wreck it. Ooh. Lend me your ear just for a second. Gonna hurt them, y'all, call a medic. House gangsters, we got credit. Yep. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. House grew with a flow so fluid. All in batteries included. Shot-town and we deeply rooted. That's right. What you see is what you get. Yep. By the time that we hit the reset, we go 1, 2, and 3. Represent for the HOUSC. We do work. Let me tell you what's next. Keep it simple, nothing too complex. My name, A-L-E-X, with a flow so raw, no special effects. Hip house is the name of the game. All aboard this funky house train. All aboard. Shot City, we must reclaim that sound that brought this city to fame. Here we go. Won't stop, no, I won't quit. Doper than y'all like to admit. Worldwide, yes. Transmit. Keep it true with another dope hit. What you see is what you get. By the time that we hit the reset, come on. We go 1, 2, and 3. Represent for the H show USC as we do the work.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. We leave no warrior behind. Wounded Warrior Project is a non-profit organization created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war. Whether those scars are physical or mental, we're here to make sure that they heal. And whether it's helping those with post-traumatic stress disorder live a normal life again, or giving much-needed support to injured warriors in veterans' hospitals. Because no one deserves our help more than the men and women who risk their lives to keep us safe. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind. Ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
Hey, this is Ariana Grande.
What's up, everybody? I'm Bozzy. This is Calvin Harris.
This is Camila Cabello.
Hey, I'm Dua Lipa.
Hey, guys, I'm Halsey.
Hey, what's up? It's Lau.
Hey, everyone.
This is Salada.
It's Selena.
This is Shawn Mendes.
Hey, it's Taylor Swift.
This is Zed.
This is K-Joy.
This is Vincent R.
What's up, guys? Twitch and Scratch. You're listening to Booth 312 on WIIT 88.9 FM Chicago.
And this is Fresh.
Many children in the United States do not receive the dental care they need. Untreated tooth decay not only causes pain, but it also interferes with a child's ability to focus in the classroom. It can lead to a lack of self-esteem, which can hurt a child for years to come. To help combat tooth decay, the American Dental Association sponsors the Give Kids a Smile program. Give Kids a Smile happens nationwide every February. The goal is to try and raise public awareness for children's access to dental care. Dentists volunteer their time and resources to help provide oral health care screenings and treatments for children in need. During Give Kids a Smile, dentists also educate children on how to brush and floss properly and practice good oral hygiene. For the ADA Dental Minute, I'm Dr. Maria Lopez Howell. For more information, visit our website at ada.org.
Reaching the World Entertainment presents The Booth. Check us out every Sunday on WIIT 88.9 FM in Chicago, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Download that free app, tune in, and get the best sounds of the underground with The Booth.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another show, The Booth 312, broadcasting out WIIT 88.9 FM in Chicago and DaBooth312.com. We got a great show lined up for you today. We have Asgard in the house. Going to be definitely tearing up for you. Told you twice the fun's going to be going on today here in the studio, so you guys definitely want to stick around for more to come on that. They're going to let you know about their new tracks and what's going on with them and where they've been. They're trying their hardest to stay awake for you guys right now because they've been banging that box and doing their thing all night last night. So you guys definitely, keep them hyped, keep them pumped, and keep those comments going on social media because they'll be looking for that energy to keep them going today. So you guys want to make sure you keep spreading the love and saying all the good things about them. And if you say the bad things about them, well, I'm sure they'll say something bad back to you. But it's okay. It's a freedom of speech atmosphere. Yeah, Chicago's not bad today after all that rain we had yesterday. It was ridiculous, nonstop rain. Finally ended, I think, about 3 o'clock this morning here in Chicago. So, Yeah, it was really, really bad. So if you're out the clubs last night, much love and respect to you, because I tell you, it was bad. A lot of flooding, and Ron could attest to that.
Yeah. 2 inches, 3 inches later.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. If you guys notice you don't see someone here in the studio today, unfortunately, one of our partners could not be here today. Derek Smoker Jones is not in the studio, but he's always sharing the love and doing what he's got to do. So much love to Derek still, even though he couldn't be in here. We got Ron Tinsley, the Black Door, in the house.
What up? What up?
We got David C, DJ Dave C, in the house. Yep. Another one that was out partying all night last night and trying to make it. But otherwise, we're going to turn over real quick to my man, Ron Tinsley. What's going on, Tins?
Nothing much. I mean, glad to be here another Sunday. Mad shout outs to Derek Smoking Jones. Wish you could be here, take care of the family. So our prayers and everything go out to you and your family for their speedy recovery. But this weekend was a pretty eventful weekend. Triple Threat was represented yesterday. If you saw the flyers out for the Nomadic party up at, oh man, my mind just went blank. I was up on Broadway in Lawrence yesterday, and I'm sorry, forgive me for forgetting the name of the actual establishment, but Randall Dean, Vincent R., and Lady D were throwing down. It was hosted with the primary folks. We're helping throw that party last night. So saw Derek Specs and some of the primary crew out there. It's good seeing you guys again. Haven't seen you in a little while. So, but it's just good to get out and support. And I tried to get to a couple other places, but because of the rain, like you said, it was hard to do that. And to my dismay, waking up this morning, seeing 3 inches of water in my basement. So the Red Lab, we're going to try to get the Red Lab back up and going for next Friday. If not, no biggie. You still have David C., who's going to have his Halloween extravaganza. Did I say that right? Extravaganza. Going on Saturday.
I don't have a mic today, so I got to lean over here.
Okay, but he's got, well, that's an invite only, right?
That's invite only. It'll be live on Facebook, Periscope, all that usual stuff. And we'll all be in our Halloween costumes throwing down.
Except for me.
I'm going as a DJ.
Yeah, I'm going as me. But, if you did not get the invite, please don't invite yourself. I've seen that happen way too often. But, it will be broadcast, so you can watch and listen and jam with us on Saturday. So hopefully, we'll all be there. That's what the plan is. So otherwise, we got the Bears currently playing right now against San Diego. And often, but it will be broadcast, so you can watch and listen and jam with us on Saturday. So hopefully, we'll all be there. That's what the plan is. Is that you doing that? Okay. It's not April, and I'm sitting here like looking at the controls like, did I just have something?
Hey, it's close enough to Halloween, man. It's the ghost.
Okay. Yeah. Bears are up right now, 16-10.
All right.
So
this is the first
go
time
Bears.
Yeah,
but it ain't over.
That lead.
It ain't over.
Yeah, right.
So with that being said, Dave, you were over at the spot over in Berwyn, right? How did that go?
Berwyn Tap was hidden. Second Saturday, it was grand opening last week. New owners, so it was a grand reopening, and once again, it was jam-packed, and everyone had a good time.
Okay, cool. Well, Rob, what did you get into over the weekend?
You know me, I'm always working. Unfortunately, I was not able to make it out to any sets. I did miss a lot of sets. I really wanted to be at a lot of locations. Unfortunately, I just had so much work to do, working on our website. I'm pretty much, I wear 1,000 hats, working on the store website, working on our main website, working on trying to get the TV network up and running soon, the radio show. So I'm just working, man. That's about all I do is just work. So, got to do what I got to do.
Okay. Well, do what you got to do. I mean, we're all out here trying to put extra green in our pockets. At least I am.
Absolutely.
It seems like everybody in this room is trying to do that.
Yep.
So we just had a special friend of mine walk into the studio. Her name is Beverly, and she didn't know that she was gonna be, she just thought she was gonna come and chill, but we're gonna actually talk to her later on in the show. And that was my surprise for you. Beverly she flew in, this is her first time in the US, first time in Chicago.
Yeah.
First time on a radio station like this. And I wanted to bring her on as a special treat because I've been trying to link up with her since she came into town to have her come to the Nomadic party. She wasn't able to make it. Like I said, the weather was bad. We all know that. But she is a house music professional dancer. And she has some awesome videos. If you need to go on her Instagram and her Facebook page and check her out. But this girl's got some dance moves, and we'll get into that a little bit later. But that was my surprise for having you come. I want to put you on the radio so people back home could see you and know that you're doing well. You're here in Chicago, and just a person that is deeply into the house music itself. You're at the mecca of where house music started. And, how often do you get a chance to meet someone from a foreign country that came here for the culture?
It's a rarity.
It's a rarity.
It's a rarity.
So welcome, Beverly. So with that being said, we're going to get into some music unless Robbie had some other stuff you want to pass.
You know what I'm going to do is before we go back into our regular, program stuff that we have, I want to actually showcase our guests' music. So
let's do that.
I'm going to let them pick which one they want you guys to hear first. So it's going to be up to them. I mean, they got their mics on. They're here. Yeah. So Asgard, which one do you want to really have people here first?
In the spirit of what is coming this Thursday, I think we should go with Graveyard.
I agree.
It's our Halloween anthem track.
Okay.
Pretty heavy-hitting dubstep. It's some solid work.
All right. Well,
okay.
you guys are going to get it from the Graveyard.
Yeah. Down perfect with all the sounds.
Okay. Well, let's do that then, Ron. Let's take everyone to the Graveyard.
All right. Let's do it. On the booth, 312 for the best sounds in the underground. Debuting Asgard's Graveyard right here.
Beat 'em up. Beat 'em up.
Hey, this is Ariana Grande.
What's up, everybody? I'm Bozzy. This is Calvin Harris.
This is Camila Cabello.
Hey, I'm Dua Lipa.
Hey guys, I'm Halsey.
Hey, what's up? It's Loud.
Hey everyone.
This is Salade.
It's Selena.
This is Shawn Mendes.
Hey, it's Taylor Swift.
This is Zed.
This is K-Joy.
This is Vincent R.
What's up, guys? Twitch and Scratch. You're listening to Booth 312 on WIIT 88.9 FM Chicago.
And this is fresh.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Booth 312. We're going to talk to our guest right here, Asgard, Double Trouble right here.
What's going on?
How's it going?
What's going on, guys? Hey, thanks so much for coming in. I know you guys are real busy. I know you guys are banging it last night and going out and showing support for others as well. And, you know, I know you guys are pretty tired today, but
Absolutely.
happy to see you guys crawled out of the graveyard and got here.
Thank you for having us on here.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Well, no problem. No problem. We're really happy to have you here. Heck, I remember when I met you guys. Because of Ross before he introduced. I had no clue who you guys were. And I saw Ross at an event, and you know, he jumps up right. Well, wait a minute, I want you to meet these guys.
Yeah,
That's exactly how he did with me. You know, when I met these guys up at Home Bar, actually, the very first time, and then there was another party that they played way up on the north suburbs. I was almost in Green Bay, Wisconsin, going up that far north. I was like, wait, where are we at? You know, but they did an awesome job. Every time I've seen these guys play live, they do an awesome job. They're very animated when they play. Their music is lots of energy. So if you're wanting to hear some chill stuff today, you're not going to hear it. You're not going to hear it.
Not at all.
Even when they play, they're going to do a live set and play for us today. And during the sound check, it was lots of energy. So today is not going to be a lazy Sunday, chill and lax day. You're going to have a lot of energy from Asgard. So welcome to the show, guys. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
And I guess one of our first our questions that we normally ask our guests is, what got you guys into this genre of music? Were you into house music first, or techno, or what got you into the music business?
Well,
and let's start with that.
We started off as bass house, electro house, and then throughout it all, our energy levels just, when we were combined into like the two of us, it just doesn't meet that BPM. So we're like, we gotta step up the pace.
Yeah, we needed to experiment. It was just get the bass house scene was oversaturated for us here in the city.
Okay.
And our fan base and connections kind of wanted us to dive a little bit somewhere else in a direction that had a little bit more down of a sound.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we ventured off.
So you went from bass house into dubstep
and
trap.
And then also we do have a couple songs that we still haven't released yet that we're hoping to with a record label that we got that we're talking to right now. It's Dream Step. It's like what Millennium and Seven Lions does.
Okay.
Something a little bit more melodic and chill, but still with that same energy and vibe.
Okay.
150 BPM.
150.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely way up there. Okay. So it's got that. It's a faster pace, but not as fast as the old school techno.
No, that's like hard house and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what, 175, 180.
Yeah, around there.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. So how did you guys meet to become Asgard? How about that?
So I was in a group by the name of Music Minions.
Okay.
And at the time I was working at Jimmy John's and he was my manager.
What better way to get your
is he
boss?
still bossing you
Right.
around?
Actually, yes, I am. Yeah. Only sometimes. We boss each other around.
So you guys were working together, and you were part of a group. Were you part of a group at the time?
No, I was doing photo and video work for them because I actually started on my own a couple different companies, and then a couple of them failed. As we all know, business is hard to start.
Mm-hmm.
And then Matt and Ross, when they were Music Minions, took me in and gave me a shot, and I rolled with them for a while.
So was Music Minions just a DJ group, or?
Yeah, it was Ross and I as a production DJ duo.
Okay.
And then I wanted to stick with more heavier bass house and stuff, and he was more melodic. Okay. And we just ventured off into different sound genres, and
they're both succeeding.
No
in what
hard
they decided,
feelings, no
which
nothing.
is good.
And
Yes. I mean, we've had Ross here in the studio, and we were
He's a
talking
great
about that
guy.
earlier, and he better be watching. If
Ross
Ross
should be watching.
But Ross, we missed you last week. You were supposed to be here for the guest appreciation show. But anywho, so you guys came together from working together and collaborating.
Yeah.
And then what got you into producing your own music?
So, with my knowledge of percussion, because I throughout school was a percussion drum artist, and I did symphonic band, all the other stuff, and then Matt messaged me when him and Ross kind of parted ways and did their own thing. And he's like, "You want to come in? I'll teach you the ropes on how to work with the turntables and the mixing and all that." And I was like, "Yeah." So I had recently switched my media company name over to Asgard Media.
Okay.
And so we just kind of took the media out and just rolled with Asgard for easy purposes. I
And it's
already
perfect
owned
because
it.
his last name is Thor.
Well, Thorin. But everyone when everyone when I kind of get into it, people call me Thor because I got that.
And then, Matt, what do you say? He's a Thor in your
yeah.
Yeah.
We got two Thors in the house.
Yeah,
we got two Thors in the house.
Asgard.
We got Thorn and Black Thor. So yeah, you got.
I got to ask you though. I noticed you guys repping your gear and everything. What is the 88? What does that stand for?
It's the infinity symbol. It was also the year that I was born, and we are both adopted.
Wow.
So our actual brand logo.
We actually just got a new
it's
one.
a show for a sign that literally is a triangle inside of an infinity symbol flipped sideways. And we can pull it up and show you guys, when we get a break. But it literally is to stand for, us being, adopted and coming together to create a group and hopefully share the message and spread the love to everyone that got a chance out there.
Yeah.
Nice. And it's a story behind it.
Exactly. Yeah.
It is a huge story.
Wow. Okay. So
can't wait to see it on Lifetime.
Don't tempt us with a good time.
Oxygen. It's all about oxygen.
You never know, right? Yeah. Oxygen.
We will definitely make a movie out of that.
So, how many? You were talking about before when we were getting ready to start the show that you got a bunch of tracks that you haven't even released yet.
Yeah, we've been sitting on them. We're in the 40 to 50 range.
Wow.
So.
That's
After we signed with Firepower, we signed with Boulevard Music, the track Beat 'Em. We decided, hey, we kind of got where we wanted to get with all of this in a very short period of time.
Mm-hmm.
We were like, why don't we do something for our fans and listeners and give away a free track every 2 weeks just to get rid of these while we keep working on new ones.
And we started doing every 2 weeks, and then we kind of realized that the songs just keep growing and growing in plays, and like, we kind of realized we didn't realize it would grow that fast. So we're like, okay, so we got to spread this out. So now we're thinking to do like once every 3 or once every month, just to let the songs grow and everybody can hear them.
Give it some time, some breathing time.
Send your music here, so your fans that when you guys are sitting back on and regrouping from a Saturday night, and you're watching the show, your fans can hear your music on the show. So send us your music. Once you're releasing them, send them to us. Right. We will play them here. That is one of the things that Rob, RTW over there, definitely pushes for any new artist. And if you got friends that once they have their tracks released, send them to us. We'll put them on the air. So
one of the stipulations I do understand is if you're going to send us that music, I could definitely give you guys the email to send it to for our music director. But I need to make sure the point is, and people need to understand this, that we want to make sure that you're really doing something with all this effort, all that work. You could be producing in the bedroom, and that's great. But if you're not putting it up for sale and trying to make a profit and actually do something with it, I'm sorry, but you know what? If you're not going to go half the route, we're not going to go the other half for you. Right. So don't even bother sending it to us.
Yeah.
And we do look that up to make sure if your music is out there up for sale and you're trying to grind, you're trying to do something, guess what? You have somebody here with another lady that's going to help you guys and push your stuff. Mm-hmm. But if you're not trying to do anything at all and you're just hoping that someone else will do all the work for you, that is not going to happen. No, we won't do it. And we've done it in the past, and we've seen where that's gotten people, and then we can't even get it. We're not asking for a thank you, but we don't even get a thank you from people, and we see how far people have gone just by our efforts here. If you're not going to meet us halfway, we're not even going to bother with it. So
fair enough.
Yeah.
So you're cranking these new. We just played 2 of your newest tracks. How many more do you have? Do you have an album about to come out, or now that you just signed, you were just saying?
We're thinking about like with the Dream Step thing. It's going to be sort of like a Dream Step EP.
Yeah, like a 5-track EP for the dreamy dubstep portion.
Do you have an idea of when that release date's going to be?
New year.
New Year.
Yeah, in the new year.
Okay.
Definitely. We're still in the talks with
We
a couple
figured
record
we
labels
would let
about
this
it.
free release thing roll out till the end of the year, kind of build up that SoundCloud fan base a little bit,
Okay.
Get some word spread about it, and then by the time the new year comes, we already have a scheduled release set for Recall Records, and following that, we would drop an EP, and that momentum would just explode, hopefully.
Now, I got to ask you guys, I'm really curious about this. I asked a lot of producers this. Are you guys expecting to release anything on vinyl?
You know what?
I would love to
Kind of
eventually,
it's kind of been a dream of mine.
Yeah.
Just to have like something printed. We've had multiple tracks be Beatport top 10, and
Hype Edit top.
yeah, we're
top
currently
50.
sitting in Hype Edit top 100 right now. So
But no vinyl as of yet.
no vinyl as of
No,
yet.
we it's definitely something we've talked about, and
Yeah.
just got to find out the right avenue to kind of make a few of those.
Okay.
Give them out to like close friends and family that want to.
radio
the
stations.
nostalgic,
There's a lot of-
nostalgic age actually
A
does
lot of
come back.
people,
You
a lot
have
of
a DJ
DJs
like Dave
only play on
C.
vinyl.
Yeah, DJ Dave C. He's out there and he's taking a lot of the vinyl that people don't want to deal with anymore. So he's getting a lot of the old school, and I'm sure he'd love to add a lot of the new stuff to his collections. In addition to the old stuff that people are trying to get rid of, so
Sign us up.
you know,
Well,
you
I
got
mean,
DJs
that's-
like himself that
Right.
are still out there.
That's why I brought that up, because there's a lot of DJs that are still playing vinyl.
Yeah.
And would be like, that's a great way to, break into that mold of other
That
DJs.
actually was a problem we ran into a couple weeks
Yeah, a
ago.
lot of
when
drum and
Lost
bass
Lands-
artists.
when
They play on vinyl, and they were having problems
Mm-hmm.
because we only had it
Well,
on
yeah, another one
digital
is I
format,
don't know if you guys
so-
are familiar with Matt Dubspun. Matt and I go back quite some years. He's with Vibnotic Recordings, and that is all he plays. He only plays vinyl. He will not mess with anything else but vinyl. And I have a lot of respect for those DJs. There's no sync button to hit for that. So Rod and I were talking about that, and we have mixed opinions on the whole sync aspect, but that can go into hours of discussion. But when you go back to something that nostalgic and old school, it has a different feel to it. Those hisses, those pops, it really brings a different feeling. And I think a lot of people today, millennials, centennials, cannot understand that or respect that something that nostalgic actually can bring a different feeling to the whole feel behind the song.
For sure.
Yeah, and there's actually I got to admit there down by ISU there's a couple different like some vinyl record shops, and they do make the vinyl record players with like the iPod adapters or whatever they are. I was actually thinking about getting one myself just for
Now you
for
can
my
actually
condo.
record your own vinyl at home.
Yeah.
So that's the latest thing. They do have that. So yeah, you can do your own recordings. So.
Something to think about.
Start pushing out some vinyl.
Definitely.
Kevin.
Yeah,
Hell
'cause
yeah.
Test the waters
You'll
and
get
see.
guys like Dave C. that'll be like, and I think I could speak for Dave. I mean, we've talked a lot. He plays music that moves him. So if it's moving to him and it's something new and he can get a hold of it, yeah, why not?
Definitely push vinyl.
Yeah.
Any gens out the window? What's gen? If it moves, I'll play.
Right.
All right.
It's got a motion. That's all. it
There you
matters.
go.
We'll be
Definitely.
waiting. We'll be waiting to see that.
Let us
See
know
those
when you do.
releases.
Let us know when you do.
Will do.
All right. So, what do you guys? I want to see get to feel a little bit. What do you guys expecting to play today? What can we expect?
I think we're gonna go a very dark and Halloweeny vibe for obviously this Thursday being Halloween.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Now, where can folks follow you? Number one, find you on social media. What platforms are you on? And what do you have? I know I'm throwing a big chunk of stuff at you, so there's two of you, so you can. Where are some next upcoming dates where folks can go hear you live besides when you play here? Where can they go? What events do you have coming up that folks can follow?
Well, on the 31st, we're playing Zombie Bomb for Wealthy Habits Entertainment.
Okay.
We're playing with some DJs like Alex Kisloff, Ross Dunn, Brian Hareska, who is Boulevard.
Okay.
A couple of top DJs like that are in Chicago.
Bobby DiMaria.
Yeah,
He's
Bobby
the one
D.
put it together.
He's going to be there.
So.
And when is that again? That's on 31st?
That is on
This
the
upcoming
31st.
Thursday.
Okay. And
As for social media platforms, you can find us on SoundCloud. We have our own website, asgardmusic.com. You can find us on Twitter. Everything is /AsgardMusic, minus the Instagram account is /AsgardOfficial.
Okay, so Asgard Official on Instagram, Asgard
Music
Music
for everything
everywhere
else.
else. even on Facebook, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so there you have where you can find them. You're on SoundCloud. Are you on Mixcloud as well?
Yes, we have, but we haven't really uploaded much content to it yet. But we will work on that.
Okay.
Do you guys have a Snapchat?
We do have a Snapchat.
We have our own.
I mean, I'm asked that all the time now.
We
That's
do.
a big thing, that, for
on our
us.
SoundCloud, it says at Asgard Music for our Snapchat because you can get it.
Okay, sounds good.
And we do have 2 Instagrams. Just one is
Yeah.
underscore Kevin. Just that was the first original one, and then we got the Asgard official.
So it's Asgard official and then Asgard underscore Kevin.
Asgard official underscore Kevin.
Okay.
So if it's anything else and they hear back from them, that is not you guys.
Pretty much.
All right. Well, we can't wait to hear you guys throw it down. Yeah, go
We
ahead.
also have our merch for sale.
Online.
T-shirts.
Online through our website. We got everything from leggings to hoodies to it's
You got
outrageous. Well,
Wow.
we
Well, you
partnered
guys are
with,
repping everything else. Why aren't you repping the leggings?
Hey, I wanted to, but Matt told me I couldn't.
Yeah. You have to wear the cape. To
I don't
have
think
it-
I don't think they
leggings are
make
really
them in his
comfortable.
size, to be honest. Probably rip them.
Yeah.
All right.
It'd be called junk music.
All right, guys.
Or keep your junk wear.
Stick around right here for more to come. We're going to be showcasing Asgard on the Booth 312. You guys don't want to miss this set. Make sure you spread the word, show the love. Stick around for more to come right here on the Booth 312, broadcasting from WIT 88.9 FM in Chicago and DaBoothRadio.com.
emotions, then I will tell you no lies. My desires are simple, the truth is there in my eyes. Nothing is off the table, and there is no price to hide. I do it all for your pleasure, so take the pill and let's fly. My desires are simple, my desires are simple, my desires are simple. My desires are simple, so simple, so simple. My desires are simple, so take the pill and let's fly. If you ask me no questions, then I will tell you no lies. My desires are simple, the truth is there in my eyes. Nothing is off the table, and there is no price to hide. I do it all for your pleasure, so take a pill and let's fly. My desires are simple, my desires are simple, my desires are simple. My desires are simple. My desires are simple, so simple, so simple. My desires are simple, so take a pill and let's fly.
something. Cause I need you, I want you, I got that. Cause I need it, cause I want you, I got that. Hey, let me tell you something. Cause I need you, I want you, I got that. Cause I need it, cause I want you, I got that. Hey, let me tell you something. Cause I need you, I want you, I got that.
NLS Bard gives patrons the freedom to read their way.
Bard is this beautiful web-based program for searching for books and for the ability to download them.
For more information, call 1-888-NLS-READ.
Hey, this is Ariana Grande.
What's up, everybody? I'm Bozzy. This is Calvin Harris.
This is Camila Cabello.
Hey, I'm Dua Lipa.
Hey guys, I'm Halsey.
Hey, what's up? It's Lau.
Hey everyone.
This is Salade.
It's Selena.
This is Shawn Mendes.
Hey, it's Taylor Swift.
This is Zed.
This is K-Joy.
This is Vincent R. What's up, guys? Twitch and Scratch. You're listening to Booth 312 on WIIT 88.9 FM in Chicago.
And this is fresh.
No matter who we are or where we come from, we all experience difficulties in life.
Military veterans know that sometimes it takes strength and determination to make it through.
Whether it's physical challenges or struggles on the inside, it takes strength to ask for help when you need it.
Learn how veterans like us have reached out for help and hear stories of strength and recovery at MakeTheConnection.net.
Regional World Entertainment presents The Booth. Check us out every Sunday on WIIT 88.9 FM in Chicago, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Download that free app, tune in, and get the best sounds of the underground with The Booth.
Jason's here! Jason's here! You need to get every last fucking cop out here to Camp Crystal Lake. Is that real? This can't be real.
Make them remember.
Die!
Help!
Get out of here. Oh, God.
Holy shit.
Fuck!
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Turn up the bass for the Raiders.
Turn up the bass, 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 bass.
It's all about the jump top pretenders. On the ride, the mic can't entertain us. Containers, wait till we're famous. Turn up the bass for the ravers. It's all about the jump top pretenders. Containers, wait till we're famous. Turn up the bass for the ravers.
Turn up the bass, 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 bass. Wait till we're famous. Turn up the bass for the Raiders. Turn up the bass, 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 bass.
It's all about the jump top pretenders. On the ride, the mic can't entertain us. Containers, wait till we're famous. Turn up the bass for the ravers. It's all about the jump top pretenders. On the ride, the mic can't entertain us. Containers, wait till we're famous. Turn up the bass for the ravers.
Turn up the bass, 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 bass.
Away from the wreckage, so we can relay this message. That silence is clear, no worries or fears. Here, and the boy on the drum. We'll step away from the wreckage so we can relay this message. That silence is clear, no worries or fears. Here. At the foot of the drum.
What if I told you that God and the devil made a wager for the souls of all mankind? No direct contact with humans, that would be the rule. Just influence. See who would win.
It's alive, it must be.
Never mind.
Hey, this is Ariana Grande.
What's up, everybody? I'm Bozzy. This is Calvin Harris.
This is Camila Cabello.
Hey, I'm Dua Lipa.
Hey guys, I'm Halsey.
Hey, what's up? It's Loud.
Hey everyone.
This is Salada.
It's Selena.
This is Shawn Mendes.
Hey, it's Taylor Swift.
This is Zed.
This is K-Joy.
This is Vincent R.
What's up, guys? Twitch and Scratch. You're listening to Booth 312 on WIIT 88.9 FM Chicago.
And this is Fresh.
Reaching the World Entertainment presents The Booth. Check us out every Sunday on WIIT 88.9 FM in Chicago, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Download that free app, tune in, and get the best sounds of the underground with The Booth.
Okay, that was Asgard on the ones and twos, tearing it up. I told you it was going to be a lot of energy, and these guys are in here sweating. I tried to tell them, like, hey, okay. We are, for those that have not seen, have been to the studio here and seen the whole station, we're in a glass box, okay? And the sun is shining in through the building, and it heats us up over here. So, as I promised, I have a good friend of mine that flew in from her first time here in the United States, flew in from Paris, right?
Paris, yeah.
And you're originally from Germany, correct?
No.
Or living?
France.
Okay.
France, yeah.
Okay. So, Beverly, why don't you tell the Chicago American crowd who you are? I can give you all the accolades all day, but let the people hear from you. What motivated you to get into dance and brought you here to the United States?
Yeah. So for first, my name is Beverly, aka Kotawali. So I come from France, but also Central African Republic, and live in Berlin. So I'm a dancer. I started with the ballet when I was a child, Afro dance style, yeah,
Okay.
hip hop, and now house dance, and sometimes contemporary, but yeah. And yeah, and why? So the motivation, so about dance. Yeah, it's because it's personal, but I was and I'm still shy, and I needed something to express myself, and sometimes words it was not enough for me to express myself. And also in my family, we used to dance every day, every time. We listen a lot of music. So for us, it's kind of like a second language, you know? So, and yeah, that's why I started to dance. And yeah.
Well, it's always been said that dance is a language of its own. It's its own way of speaking. So it's a beautiful thing. And I love the array of dancing. As far as the ballet aspect, do you still do any ballet or?
No.
Because that is, I'll be honest with you, a lot of people don't like ballet. But that is like one of the hardest dance forms to get into. I've seen both male and females study and work in ballet, and just the time it takes to conform your muscles and to get your body in shape for it. It's a lot of work. And I honestly, and it may just be my opinion, but I think anyone that does ballet can pretty much do any dance form there is known to man because of the rigorous, time and effort and just what you put on your body to do ballet. They literally dance till their feet bleed to build those calluses and everything to do this. So if you could do ballet, you can do anything. And, the fact that you started there and then went into everything else, I'm not going to say you just gave up on ballet because it was too hard, but I'm just asking you, was it just, it wasn't for you no more, or was it just you fell in love with everything else?
Yeah, it was just a leisure. I was very child, and I just did like for 3 years, something like this. And yeah, I stopped ballet because also it wasn't my style.
It wasn't in your heart.
It wasn't your passion,
Yeah. I mean, it's very interesting to do it because it gives you a lot of wool, like a lot of structure also, to dance for your body, everything. But I think even you dance ballet, you can dance any dance because there is how can I explain?
It has the bases.
Yeah, you have some bases, but like when I see some ballet dancer, they are loose, you know, they are lost when they understand, like they listen like a hip hop music,
Okay.
or another kind of music. They are lost, and for hip hop music, hip hop dancers, sorry, or contemporary, they are more like free. They can dance for any style, any music. So ballet, it's very limited. It's very interesting to do it, but
It's very limited.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, you understand.
Yeah. Well, and if you have never seen Beverly's videos, please check her out. She's going to be telling us where we can find her, but you can find her on Instagram and Facebook. And when there's a video of her dancing, and I was showing some of Asgard, one of the videos where she's actually painting on a canvas as she's dancing, and you see a lot of the ballet movements in it, and it's pretty cool. If you have not seen it, like I said, check her out on Facebook, Instagram. Where else can people find you?
Kotawali. So this is the name of my Instagram, Kotawali, and
Okay, you're gonna have to spell it for us because I'm telling you, I would not be able to find it.
yes, Kotawali. Yeah, Kotawali. And you can find as well also in Facebook, but this is the same name also, yeah.
Okay, help me pronounce. I want to make sure I pronounce it right. How do you pronounce it?
Kotawali.
Kotawali?
Kotawali.
Kotawali?
Yeah,
Kotawali?
exactly.
It take me a little bit. I can get it. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Take me a little bit. Okay.
It is spelled again. I'm going to help her out. It is spelled Kotaww.
W, yeah.
W, not W.
Not W,
I
but
said
W.
W. Well, you said it so slow.
I said it slow. I said it slow.
U.
Okay, K.
We're not doing a Derrick Jones thing.
It's
Brother, I
the
love
K
you,
to the O, the K to the O, to the T to the A to the W A-L-I on Instagram. Her videos are on there. She's on Facebook as well. Check her out. Like I said, we're honored to have you come to Chicago. I mean, what made you pick Chicago of all of the other cities to come to?
Yeah, it's just because I have family there. I have just one family in USA.
Okay.
And yeah, it's like a long time that we say, yes, we have to go to Chicago to see you and also to visit the city. And yes, so we do it.
So what do the folks in Paris think about Chicago house music?
Good question. I mean, they appreciate a lot
Mhm.
a bit because, you know, Chicago, it's music. It's, I mean, like the place where it's born. So
Mhm.
we have a lot of respect, and we are very into it. And yeah, so we have a lot of admiration. Yeah.
Admiration?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, exactly.
So France knows that house music came from Chicago, not
Yeah, of
from
course.
South Africa, right?
Of course,
Or
yeah.
from Africa,
Or
right?
from Paris.
Well, I mean, you know, the court we talked about a few months ago, where someone came out on a show and said that it actually started in Africa, which no, it did not. And people start to believe, the younger crowd start to believe that that's where it came from. And it's like, whoa, slow down.
Well,
No, the histories go back to Chicago. So
the younger South Africans have because of how big house music is there, and what a lot of them had thought was that they created the sound that is blowing up in South
Yeah,
Africa
yeah.
and all over all over the world actually, and some of them weren't educated right to know that it came from Chicago and it got to Africa.
yeah,
You know, so a lot of folks now, but I've met a lot of Europeans or just had the conversation with them. What is their view on house music, especially Chicago house music? And there is a difference between Chicago house music and the rest of the world.
Oh yeah, of course.
But everybody says across the board, even Derek has talked about it, that Europeans look at the Chicago house music sound as being the unique sound of the world. You don't hear it the same way coming out of New York or coming out of, London, even though the London house music sound is a very big, growing population, and Germany and Switzerland and on, house music, even in Russia, and we talked about Croatia and stuff like that. But to have someone from there right here in the station, that was one of the main motivations. I was like, well, she's coming to the Mecca of house music. And, we've been, for those that, are not in the studio with us, we've been talking to Beverly off, when during our commercial breaks and saying, hey, you got to come back here in the summertime because there's tons of festivals. You want to dance? There's so many festivals. People in Chicago that are listening right now are like, yeah, tell them about this festival. We talked about the Chosen Few. We've talked about the Chicago House Music Festival, Mambi. The list goes on. Mambi. We got tons of places, and I'm just naming just not even a percent of how many outdoor festivals there are. And please come back if you can. I know it's hard with the government and everything. The Bears lost. Yeah, I'm hurt. But come back here in the summertime where everything is the heart of everything. And I guarantee you, before you go back, you're going to be like, this is what you expected. Because Chicago, the music scene in Chicago is so big. It's just the beginning of winter right now. So you missed a lot of the stuff, but the door's still open for you to come back. And I hope you do.
Now, do you prefer to be called as Kutawali or as Beverly? What do you like to be referred to as?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, that's right.
More.
Good question. I mean, it's up to you. You can call me Kutawali.
What would you like today? What would you like?
Okay, let's call Kutawali.
Kutawali.
Yeah?
Okay.
All right, Kutawali.
Kutawali.
Merci beaucoup. So let me ask you, as far as all the genres out there you can dance to, and there's no bias in it. It may not be house. It may be house. What is your absolute favorite genre to dance to?
You mean the dance type?
Yeah. What is your favorite?
Of course, house.
House music is your favorite.
Yes, I feel it. I mean, the first time when I met the house dance, it was like 6 years ago, and I like it. I appreciate it a lot because it's like a mix of a lot of culture. Everybody can be in the top, and then identified of this music. And before and I still dance African dance style. So when I listened first time house, I was like, whoa, I love electronic music, and also you have some Latin music and African music, and and that's why. And you jump every time, and it's very free, and it's a lot of love vibe, like it's not about dance, it's about sharing vibe. We are friends, we are together, we are kind of family. This is a house, and that's why also I love this dance. It's not only about the dance, but all the culture like around. So yeah.
She was in here grooving and with Asgard, and you probably had never listened to drum and bass before, have you? Were you familiar with the drum and bass sound that they were playing? Dubstep. I'm sorry. I'm still hurt that the Bears lost. Dubstep. Are you familiar with the dubstep sound, the music?
Not so much. I listened in when I was younger. Yeah, I used to listen a lot, but yes, it's like a long time that I didn't listen it. So it's really nice to listen.
There you
again
go. Crossing cultures, culture lines, and all that. She was over there jamming while you guys were playing, and you guys were jamming as well. I told you guys, these guys have energy. We have a dancer that's full of energy. If you
it
see
got so hot in here with that music, they actually set off the fire alarms. That's how the building wasn't on fire, but these guys set it on fire with their mix and all their tracks. That the fire alarm started going off, and then they're looking back at us. Kevin's like, "Did we do that?" I was like, "Well, I don't know, man. Some hot music you guys are playing."
Well, not just that, but the security was running around looking for the fire, and it was right here.
There you go.
We got. They're already taking their shirts off in here. So, once again, it is so glad. I'm so glad that you came in.
Same. Thank you a lot.
And it was a surprise that I wanted to give you, to bring you in. And like I said, it's great to be able to hear from someone that's on the outside of Chicago. And you took the time. You have family here. You flew here. This is your first time in the United States. First time in Chicago, and we're happy that you came in. And if you were here longer, like I said, show you a whole. You can't see Chicago in a week.
No.
You can't. It's just too much to do. And hopefully, like I said before, come back in the summer, catch a lot of the festivals that go on throughout all of Chicago and all of Illinois. Not just in the city. There's festivals all over the place supporting this music. So. One more time, can you tell everybody where they can view your videos. Are you on YouTube as well?
Yes, I have YouTube also, and this is the same Kotawali as well. Yeah.
Kotawali on YouTube, Facebook,
and Instagram.
And Instagram.
Yeah.
Go check her videos out.
We'll be sharing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see like artworks because I paint as well and dance. So I do a lot of video. You can see also on Maisonly in Instagram. And yeah, I'm a founder of a collective of artists, and we create a lot of videos, so you can see there, and yeah.
Well, hopefully we can get a video of you jamming to one of our shows while you're over there in Petty, and we can showcase that and have you guys dancing to the music being played right here.
Why don't you give a shout out to your girlfriend, since she might be watching right now?
To my friend?
Yeah.
To all my friends? Or
all your friends. All their friends.
Okay, so Amélie, gros bisous. From Paris, she's also a great dancer. Alice, Blue Blood, my crew in Berlin, house in Paris as well. Ayette also in our heart. And I think bisous everybody.
Well, there you go.
Well, Kawali, I want to say again, merci beaucoup. Thank you so much for coming on.
Yes.
We really appreciate it. Fun. My best friend is half French, and his grandmother used to teach me French growing up. And when I didn't see her for a while, and I see her, she started speaking French. And if I look at her like, what'd you say? She'd smack me. And I love her to death, God rest her soul. But I wish I still kept up with speaking French. But just like anything, if you don't do it, you lose it. And so I lost a lot. Yeah,
you have to practice every time.
You have to. I know people from other countries as well. They actually start crying because they haven't been in their country for so many years, don't have anyone to speak that language. They start to forget it when they speak to their own family. So it happens. But to respect the culture. That's really the key, the key aspect. Respecting everyone's culture. You believe it or not, even though with all of our differences, we have a lot of similarities. With that said, keep the peace, keep the love. Kweli, thank you again so much for coming on the show. We'll definitely be keeping in touch with you because we'd love to see more of what you have to offer, not just with your dancing, but with your painting as well. Unfortunately, as we know with artists, their greatest painters in the world don't become great until after they're dead. But we're going to try to make you great for your dancing anyways because it is an art form.
Yes.
So stick around for more to come right here on DaBooth312. We're going to have Ron Tinsley going to be throwing down for you guys. So he's getting revved up for that one, and I know Asgard helped him heat up for that, so he's got to contend with these guys. But it's going to be a great show and a great mix, as we always do, right here. For more to come on DaBooth312, broadcasting from WIT 88.9 FM in Chicago and DaBoothRadio.com.
7 guys dance with one girl, and she'll be in the middle, and they would be in a circle around her, and they would jack.
We served our country like those before us.
You know, it was a dangerous area. All of Vietnam was dangerous.
The carnage of war left an indelible mark on me.
We came back and built lives. As time went on, we faced new challenges and found support to handle them.
I went to the VA, talked to my doctor.
I started doing groups. I started doing one-on-one counseling.
At MakeTheConnection.net, you can hear our stories and find tools and services available to you.
Hey, this is Ariana Grande.
What's up, everybody? I'm Bonzi. This is Calvin Harris.
This is Camila Cabello.
Hey, I'm Dua Lipa.
Hey guys, I'm Halsey.
Hey, what's up? It's Loud.
Hey everyone.
This is Salada.
It's Selena.
This is Shawn Mendes.
Hey, it's Taylor Swift.
This is Zed.
This is K-Joy.
This is Vincent R. What's up, guys? Twitch and Scratch. You're listening to Booth 312 on WIIT 88.9 FM in Chicago.
And this is fresh.
Hey man, what's up with all the bags?
Oh, nothing. Just picked up a bunch of clothes and food to send to the relief effort overseas.
You know all that stuff is going to cost more to ship, and if it gets there, probably won't even be used.
At least I'm trying to do something.
It's good that you want to help, but there's an easier way. If you donate cash, the professionals will be able to purchase exactly what they need.
You know, I never looked at it that way.
It's plain and simple. Cash is the most efficient way to help disaster relief efforts. Even an amount as small as $10 can give the victims some of the necessities that are even more crucial while they're recovering.
Brought to you by the Center for International Disaster Information.
Reaching the World Entertainment presents The Booth. Check us out every Sunday on WIIT 88.9 FM in Chicago, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Download that free app, tune in, and get the best sounds of the underground with The Booth.
Like your ass on fire.
Hey, this is Ariana Grande.
What's up, everybody? I'm Bozzy. This is Calvin Harris.
This is Camila Cabello.
Hey, I'm Dua Lipa.
Hey guys, I'm Halsey.
Hey, what's up? It's Loud.
Hey everyone.
This is Salada.
It's Selena.
This is Shawn Mendes.
Hey, it's Taylor Swift.
This is Zed.
This is K-Joy.
This is Vincent R. What's up, guys? Twitch and Scratch. You're listening to Booth 312 on WIIT 88.9 FM Chicago.
And this is fresh.
Reaching the World Entertainment presents The Booth. Check us out every Sunday on WIIT 88.9 FM in Chicago, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Download that free app, tune in, and get the best sounds of the underground with The Booth.
Cameraman's talking about me. Anyways, welcome back to Booth 312, broadcasting from WIT 88.9 FM in Chicago and DaBooth312.com. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the show. You just heard the Black Thor sweating. Look at that. Man, these guys have been sweating behind those decks.
Yeah, he just dropped a hammer on that music.
We're definitely having a lot of fun, and hopefully you guys are enjoying it too, even though the Bears lost. Anyways,
Well, watching Wale dance that's why I turned the camera off of me, put it on her. I'm like, you just see me do my same move all the time, but
that caught me by surprise. You know, I was really happy to have her dancing and change her pace. And,
well, the fact that she didn't rehearse anything, that was just how she was feeling. So if some people were probably watching and going, okay, I've seen those moves before, but this is all ad lib. We didn't rehearse nothing. She didn't know what was coming. She just danced like anybody would be dancing in a club. So yes, take heed. Thank you.
And what little space we have too, you know.
Right, and it's already burning up in here.
There's a tiny little corner over
and she's
there,
got
too.
long sleeves and scarves on. I'm like, I know you are sweating. So, but thank you for that. I really appreciate that. That's the first time that since I've been on the show that we've had a dancer dance at the same time somebody's playing.
Yeah, we've had people dance on the outside of the studio. You know,
we've had some people dancing out
people,
there.
you know, if you guys don't know, you know, our studio is located inside a building on campus of IIT that people come walk through all the time and see us from all over the world. And we've had people dancing to the sounds and everything. It's been great.
Yeah.
But it's the first time actually in the studio to have a dancer getting down like that. And you know, it was really a great pleasure. We need to maybe start bringing more dancers in here.
Okay. Well, you heard that. Dancers, if you're out there and you're free on a Sunday, hit us up, let me know, or let us know that you would like to come to the station. And, you know, it doesn't matter what DJ is playing, but if you follow that particular DJ and you want to, you know, pay homage to him or her, you know, I mean, I told you guys you could bring guys. They're looking at each other like, we could have had dancers here. He's like,
yeah, I know the answers they would have had, but we couldn't have them on this show.
Different story right there.
Yeah, I don't want to get anybody in trouble, but you know, yeah, I mean, it makes a whole different other element to it when you have someone dance.
Full 360.
There you go.
Setting off fire alarms, people dancing in the studio, outside the studio, you know.
Memorable shows.
Yeah.
Because you guys set up a fire alarm and she was hot dancing. It should be going off again, you know.
Yeah.
You know, so, whew, I'm sweating.
I see that.
I'm like dropping sweat all over the place. But, you know, it is good to be here, you know, each and every Sunday. And we do this for you all, not just for our pleasure. I mean, it's great for us, but we do it and we bring the guests on like Asgard to, one, introduce new music. That's what a DJ, a house music DJ was classified as, is bringing new music, a new sound. For people that don't know about drum and bass or dubstep or any of those, that kind of genre, that's why the great thing about this show compared to some others, we are not afraid to play all the genres. We do get typically 1 or 2 or 3, maybe 4 genres a week, but we tend to open the door. We have an open door for all genres. So if you're out there, you know, and you are a artist here in Chicago, local artist, let us know, hit us up. And, you know, we can work it in with our scheduling to bring you on. But, you know, please be reputable. You know, have something to bag you. I've had some DJs hit me up saying, when are you going to bring me on the show? I don't know.
I got one DJ for drum and bass. Actually, it changed my mind about it. I wasn't a fan of it until I heard him over at Bass Cavern, Rifle Tower.
Okay.
Travis Santee.
Okay. Yeah.
He is a fantastic drum and bass artist.
We got a whole list of any sort of bass culture that you want, from bass house to
Mid-tempo.
trap to mid-tempo.
Like Mila, she's mid-tempo. She's fantastic. She played Spring Awakening and just played with Birthday Party on Friday, was it?
Yeah. Soundbar.
Fantastic.
Well, tell her to hit us up. Hit me
Will
up.
do.
You know, and I put it to you like this: if you guys bring them, come back with them, so
Yeah.
you know, you get the credit where the credit's due. You know, but you know, I think Rob would agree. We have there is no curve that we're on. It's a circle. You know, and what I mean by that is we don't just stop at. We've even had hip hop artists on here, so we can't even say it's just a circle for house. We've had hip hop artists on here. So, you know, if you're a local artist from Chicago and you're trying to make your name, you got something out, let us know. You know, that's what we're here for, to showcase and get out to the world. Folks like, you know, Kawali that can hear us and say, you know what, I'm jamming with these guys each and every Sunday. And we hope you are jamming with us each and every Sunday, because we try to bring the best show that we can each and every week. So, what else we got going on, Rob? Not much.
He's just chilling there with his shades on, just acting cool.
And he's sitting, and he didn't even play. He was sitting there jamming. I looked over, he was bopping his head. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, all you guys are doing great. Great job, you know, and that's why everyone's always asking me, you know, oh, you going to spin today? No, why? Give everyone else the opportunity. You know, I've had my years of spinning. You know, if I'll play when I play, but hey, I mean, I'd rather have everyone else. I want to enjoy everyone else's music. So, you know, I love sitting back, listening to all you guys jamming and, you know, doing your thing.
That's love.
Yeah. Mad ups to all the Chicago DJs, not just the North Side or the South Side, all the Chicago DJs, wherever you are, mad ups to you. Thank you for what you're doing, keeping house music going. Continue to do that, and we continue to support you. So, any news that you want to report? I thought you were talking about some stuff earlier, Rob.
Where I was?
When we first got in, but I guess
Was
not.
I?
You know, the Bears lost, so we don't want to drive that nail into the coffin even further.
I just looked through Facebook, just saw people saying, "Oh, if you'd just run the ball for a few more yards."
When you lose by 1 point, yeah, that's a heartbreaker right there. So
it happens.
It does.
Happens to the best of teams.
All too often here in Chicago, though.
We are due.
There's no excuse.
We are due. If it's not with baseball or hockey or basketball, which a long time coming with the Bulls, but I mumbled that one. But haven't broke out.
A long time coming.
Yeah,
football,
very long.
really, especially.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, with that being said, you know, we're moving into the winter. Halloween is just on Thursday. We're already through the month of October
It's moving
already.
too fast.
Yeah, it is. But I need the heat to come back.
I know.
I need summer.
I wish it would have just stayed a little bit longer.
I feel like we're gonna get a bad storm this winter. I feel like we're due for a lot of snow.
That's what I keep
And
hearing. Yeah.
I'll take
He's
it.
over here saying yes.
I will take it. I'm looking forward to a snow day.
Oh,
Lock myself
there
in
you
the
go.
studio.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I hate snow with a passion, but yeah.
And yet you live in Chicago. Go figure.
You know, I'm trapped here for, how I'm trapped. But yeah, I mean, hopefully it's not a bad winter, but, you know, we had a pretty hot summer and it went by fast. It started late, jumped on us, and then jumped out, and now we're back to old man winter. He didn't want to let go before, so he's already coming back. And, you know, just be careful out there, you know, with and also for those homeless folks, we've talked about this before. If you have some old clothes that, you know, instead of throwing them in the garbage, you know, or if you're not donating your old clothes to Salvation Army, you know, there's a lot of homeless folks out here, especially with the winter about to roll in. The weather is getting cooler. Days are getting shorter. If you got an old coat, old pair of pants, socks, you know, that you're about to throw away, you know, I'm quite sure some of these homeless shelters would love to take some of these old clothes that you want to get rid of, and instead of just throwing them in the trash, take them to a homeless shelter. There's some people that could definitely use it in Chicago, especially old blankets, stuff like that. Stop by your local homeless shelter and donate, because it is sad. I drive to work every morning, and to see the people in Lower Wacker Drive, and it's not in the teens yet. It's just lower 40s and 50s, and it is sad. And I saw them last year, and I'm an advocate of it. I'll give some of the old clothes that I have to the homeless or to the Salvation Army. So I'm hoping everybody else just pitch in, do a little bit.
And I'm really hoping we don't get that negative 32-degree day again.
No, that was
brutal.
Yeah, it was. Even for the mail carriers, out there, I take my hat off to them. They're public servants.
Did they work the whole day?
The suburbs did. The city didn't.
Oh, because the city has to walk around, so stay in their in their trucks. Sure, that's dangerous too.
Well, say that to my mail guy, because he was coming up to my door on that day, and I said, I thought you guys were off work, and he goes, no, we are always working.
Oh, that's brutal.
I guess they figured the city is being closer to the lake. It's a lot cooler and it's windier. But when you're out in the plains, also it's just as brutal out there. So, with that being said, Rob, you're quiet.
He's just chilling.
Good. He is. I mean, Dave, what you got over there? Dave's like, huh?
I see the white lights. Come on over. I see the white lights.
What do you got? Do you got anything coming up besides your Halloween? Don't we have something at Xavier's coming up?
We're focused at it. We're doing a.
Turn that mic around so we can actually hear you.
We're doing a DJ Expo. We're doing part 1 and part 2, North Side, South Side, Xavier's, Western and
44th and Western.
44th and Western. That'll be a digital expo. CDJs, controllers, and then that is December 13th. And then the week before, we'll be on the north side at Sugar Skull in Franklin Park, and that'll be strictly vinyl. That'll be my baby. We're gonna have 25 DJs in each, and it's gonna be 15 minutes where you blend into the next guy, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, DaBooth312 is hosting that, so we will be there. Mm-hmm. So that'll be great. And then all of DaBooth312 will be spinning at Xavier's. So.
Yeah. Oh, and also the 9th, I'll be out in Indiana. I'm throwing a party. I always forget to look in. You'd think I would know by now to talk into the mic. But yeah, I'm hosting a party in Indiana at Jalapenos. Old school event. We'll be bringing Mickey Mix and Oliver.
Mickey Mix and Oliver? Really?
Mickey Mix and Oliver.
It's about this big.
Kenny Jam and Jason. Myself and some other DJs will be there, and should be a good time.
Is that going to be all vinyl also?
No, that is going to be digital.
Okay.
They won't let me do all vinyl all the time. They get mad at me.
Yeah, because it's hard. Not hard to do. Well, it's a trade. It's a craft. But yeah.
Well, yeah, and then I've had people that want to hire me for all vinyl night, and then I give them a price, and they're like, "Oh my God, why so much?" So, well, for all night, I got to bring about 12, 13 crates of records, turntables.
Instead of a flash drive or a laptop.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, and you have to pay for that work. And they're like, "Oh no, we'll stick to digital."
Yep, exactly.
Okay, so you heard it here. We'll be posting flyers throughout next Sunday. Not this, well, today is this Sunday, but next Sunday, yours truly, with Steve Poindexter, Vincent R., and Rick Johnson, a.k.a. Rick Lenore. We'll be out at Base Camp next Sunday, playing out there, and the time is tentative. I believe it's from 3 to 8. So if, Rick, you're watching, don't kick me in the butt when I get home, because if I mess it up, my bad. But I believe it's 3 to 8, no cover. They have some outstanding food at Base Camp. If you haven't been there, come on out. Check us out next Sunday after you listen to DaBooth312. And who's our special guest next week? We got some cutting crew.
Yeah, some of my guys, Chicago cutting crew, Nate Tricks, who's a producer. He's got a lot of tracks out, and just an all-around outstanding DJ. He'll be with us next week.
Had a great time playing with Dave C. and the cutting crew. Me and Rob were out there with House 13, Luis Chavez, and that video is still growing numbers. If you haven't seen it, Dave, it's still
we're like at 3,000 views or something like that.
Yeah, that was a great night. It wasn't an official electronic to turntable, but it basically went that way. We had guys on the turntables, we got guys on digital, and we just kept going back and forth. And that was a great night. Look forward to doing that again, Dave.
Only thing we didn't have were dancers.
There we go. There we go. Everybody was head bobbing. There's a lot of head bobbing like this. But what's that?
No, nothing so special, but I just listen and yeah.
Well, if you are jamming to us when you go back home, let us know that you're watching, and if you can do a video while we're here playing, we could find a way to share it. There's a way to do it on Facebook where we could bring you in and share your video live as we're live. We'll talk about it. Okay. You could get a few of your dancers together in Paris and jam with us. I mean, let's see, what time is it there right now? Yeah. It's what? It's in the evening.
12 minutes.
It's 11 o'clock at night?
At 12 minutes.
Okay. I mean, what time is it in Paris?
Good question.
I got a world clock here. Let's see what time it is in Paris.
I think it's midnight.
Midnight. Well, you know what? You could go to work and be tired. So, but
stay up late and enjoy us.
Rio. I got London. I got Sydney.
Paris, France is 10:48 p.m.
Oh, there you go.
10:48. That's not late. That's party time.
That's not late at all. That's central.
Is today the day we set the clocks back?
No, that's after
next week or in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
It's going to be the week after, the full week after we have Halloween.
Oh, and here I was hoping to get an extra hour of sleep after this.
Right.
But with that being said, we have 10 minutes left in the show. Rob, nothing?
Yeah.
To bounce back off your base camp thing, that zombie bomb, I don't think I mentioned it earlier. That is actually held at base camp.
Okay.
On Thursday in Lisle, Illinois.
It's a big Halloween party.
Big
So
Halloween
if you are
party.
into any sort of heavier electronic music and or house music and or all the above, you can find great tunes also, not just on Sunday, but on Thursday of this week as well for a Halloween party there.
Okay, so you heard it here. If you were going to be
Just
in the
live at
Lisle
base
area-
camp already.
Yeah.
It's an up and coming popping
Yeah,
spot.
it
Like,
is.
you got
Yeah.
Space Camp that's held there. That music, several hour long music festival that they do.
Yep.
3 stages.
It's a good time.
They've had a lot of big names out there. Snoop Dogg has been out there. Coolio. They had what's her name from Ohio, the rap group. Bone Thugs was out there. So they've had the hip hop. They have we've had Roger Sanchez, I believe, going out to base camp, or he's dealing with the base camp people. Afterlife. Roger Sanchez is coming up November 9th, I believe, at the Gold Room. I got it correct. At the Gold Room, Roger Sanchez. So get your if you are a fan of Roger Sanchez, get your tickets on Eventbrite, I believe, for November 9th, which Roger Sanchez will be throwing down at the Gold Room. So if you haven't checked him out, he's been back and forth throughout Chicago for the past couple of months. So love it. If you were watching, Roger, we'd love to have you on the show to talk to us about your career. But, it's a lot of stuff going on, even though we're rolling into the winter. And with that, we will end our conversation and just go into music and let you jam out with us. Thank you, Asgard, for coming.
Thank you for having us, guys.
And, be, looking out for me to hit you back up when we have our next guest appreciation day.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And, to all your fans out there, keep supporting these guys. They're up and they've been around and just popped up on the scene, but they're still growing. And these guys are doing some big things and playing at some big events. So keep your ears tuned for Asgard. And to our other friend who came from all the way from Paris, thank you again for gracing us with your moves, coming in and spending your Sunday afternoon with us. With that, I'd like to say everybody have a great and safe week. We're going to end on a different note. We normally end talking, but Rob doesn't have anything to say, so we're not going to report any news. We're going to go right into some music and let you get your mind ready for Monday to kick off the work week. Thank you again for lending us your ear, and we'll see you right here next Sunday, DaBooth312, for the best sounds in underground.
that new school. This here house music, be on that true school. I rap the old school, but jack that new school. This here house music, be on that true school. I rap the old school, but jack that new school. This here house music, be on that true school. I rap the old school, but jack that new school. This here house music, be on that true school.
I've been the one to partay until the end. Looking for the after party to begin. I'm going down to La La Land. I hope to see you soon in La La Land. I'm going down to La La Land. I hope to see you soon in La La Land. Now I need to go. Who's gonna give me a ride to the after show? I hope that I have enough change so I can make my brain rearrange. I'm going down to La La Land. I hope to see you soon in La La Land. Something about those little pills, unreal, the thrills they yield until they kill a million brain cells. Something about those little pills, unreal, the thrills they yield until they kill a million brain cells. Oh, what have I done? What happened to the morning? I passed the time away. Hi today, hi today, hi today, hi today, hi today, hi today,
We're all part of your community.
We all play a role in keeping our community safe.
So protect your everyday.
If you see something suspicious, say something to local authorities.
If there was ever a time to live united, it is now. Now is the time to speak with one voice, to build up, not tear down. It's time to join hands and live united against the problems that keep our communities from thriving. United Way fights for the health, education, and financial stability of every person in every community. Will you? Volunteer or donate now at unitedway.org.